work, Mustafa Kemal was as determined as ever to get to Salonika. He would not be left away in Syria when big events were being prepared at home. He knew members of the weapon on all the staffs. From the War Office downwards, he pulled everything he could. Eventually he received orders for his transfer to Salonika, and he hurried post-haste to the center of revolt. Chapter 6. Mustafa Kemal was posted to the staff of the Third Army. His duties kept him partly in Salonika and partly traveling along the railway, inspecting. When in Salonika he lived with his mother and sister. Zubaida was now well off. Her second husband had died, leaving her a big, rambling house in the center of the town and some money. Mustafa Kemal found in the garrison many of the men he had known at the Staff College. With these he tried to create a new branch of the weapon, but he made no progress. They listened to him without arguing or disagreeing with him. They appeared to be suspicious of him. Sometimes when he came on a group of them talking, they would stop as if he was a spy or an agent. That they were at something he was sure, but they shut him out. At last one of them told him, under the pledge of secrecy and behind locked doors, there was already in Salonika a large revolutionary organization. It was called the Union and Progress. In the town were many Jews. Most of these were Italian subjects and members of the Italian Masonic lodges. As Italian subjects, they were protected by the capitulations and treaties from arrest by the Sultan. Their houses could not be searched by the police, and they could only be tried in their own consular court. A group of officers, many of whom Mustafa Kemal knew, including Faki the Macedonian, had become Freemasons. Behind the protection and using all the routine of the Masonic lodges, they had formed the Union and Progress. They could meet in safety and plan in the houses of the Jews. They received ample funds. They could keep in touch with the important. Political refugees whom the Sultan had expelled and who lived in other countries. The Committee of the Union and Progress had been watching Mustafa Kemal and testing him out. Now they invited him to join. Mustafa Kemal was initiated as a brother of the Vedanta Lodge. He found himself in an atmosphere which he disliked. The Lodge was part of an international nihilist organization. It was of men without nationalities who talked of the evils of Russia, where Jews were oppressed. And the joys of Vienna, where they were allowed to make money. They were furtive, unhealthy men full of secrets and cryptic talk. Mustafa Kemal was conscious that he was caught into the threats of international finance and international subversive and subterranean organizations, but without knowing exactly what they were. He cared nothing for international aims and troubles of Jews. He cared less for the Masonic ritual and spoke of it with contempt. He was a Turk, proud of being a Turk and only interested in saving Turkey from the incompetence and despotism of the Sultan and the grasping hands of the foreigners. Moreover, he was a latecomer. Those who controlled the union and progress hid themselves behind the veils of the complicated ritual of the Masonic degrees. He was only a junior brother and expected to carry out orders, whereas it was his nature that he must himself control or he would take no part at all. So far from obeying placidly, he was always sharply critical. His criticisms were trenchant and without respect for a person. If opposed, he became truculent. He considered the organization of the Union and Progress casual and inefficient. Too much talk and too little action from the white-hot, molten enthusiast of the Staff College in Constantinople. He was hardening down into cold steel. He wanted facts, not theories. He wanted actions planned out with care. There was too much undigested theorizing in the Union and Progress to suit him. He had no respect for the leaders. He quarreled with them all. Anwar, a slapdash fellow, Jamal, a round-shouldered Swati, twist-minded Oriental, Javed, the Jew of Salonika, Adun, a Jew-turned Muslim, Nazi, the Albanian, a wild, unbalanced, Garibaldi of man, colored, a post office clerk, a lumbering grazier. These were the leaders. Mustafa Kemal treated them all with condescension. He spoke to them as if they were boys in a class and their teacher. On one occasion, some of them in the cafe, Nagro, were talking of Jamal as a patriot.